All right, gang, it's Hexy. So while this is going to look like a still setup because nothing's happened yet, this is the first scenario for the Rolica battle. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that properly. Um, so what I'm going to do in this game is I'm going to play the French, and I'm going to let what do they call it here? The artificial enemy opponent, the solitaire assistant, to control the Duke of Wellington and the Allied forces or the coalition forces, or was the British and the Portuguese. All right, so the general deployment setup for this game is they give you a box that the French are in, and I did a little research for some maps online, and the French, which is I guess it's the first division here, is commanded by Delaborde, and they were originally on this hill just outside of the town of Rolica, which is right here underneath Brenier. And this was their forward position. Their main position was down here below these X's on the hills, which is where they would want to fight. Now, I need to do some more reading because I'm like, why would you have your whole entire force up here instead of just putting he had some cavalry. He could have put some cavalry out here as the alert, and he could have been in position back here in these woods and hills behind this, I don't know, this scrub and brushy area or swampy area, and been prepared to fight. Instead, now the scenario is Wellington coming on, trying to do, which you can't see the troops. You got British troops and Portuguese troops are coming from up there. You've got British troops that are going to come in from down here. And then you've got the major force coming in here with Wellesley. And there's 2 Irish wagon trains that are coming with them. Now, I'm playing the soldiers game, so the 2 wagon trains, other than just being on the map, I don't think they really provide any usefulness to the Allied forces. But they do provide something if the French should capture one or take one or whatever. It provides a victory condition. Now, the objective is for the French to get behind these X's, which is pretty much off map for this scenario, without even losing one step. The victory conditions say that if the Allies can cause 1 step loss of damage to any French unit, it's a victory. And then there's other forms of victory, i.e., I don't have it open. Hold on. The scenario is called Scenario 1, Tactical Withdrawal. So this is a runaway game. All right, so it's a minor victory if the British cause 1 step loss to the French units. It's a major victory if they inflict 3 step losses. And it's decisive if they prevent any French units from exiting the play south of the hexes, or south of where these X's are right here. Or they can inflict 5 step losses on the French units. All right. For the French, it's a minor victory if they could voluntarily exit all units off the south edge of the play area without a step loss. It's a major victory for the French if they voluntarily exit all units off the south edge of the play area without any step losses, and they inflict 2 step losses on British or Portuguese units. And it's decisive if they can voluntarily exit all units off the south edge of the player without any step losses and inflict 4 step losses on British or Portuguese units. So to successfully exit the south edge of the play area, units must voluntarily enter a hex in row 19 and have at least 1 movement point remaining. Okay, so if you've got 6 movement points to enter this hex, you can't expend more than 5. You still have to have 1 left to consider that an exit, okay? Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a runaway game. Now, however, on the first turn, the Brits have the initiative. Well, I'm going to be using the solo assistant, and regardless of what it says, it says in the designer's notes for the solo assistant that sometimes the bot will make a decision that'll make you scratch your head. Okay, well, that's probably true of any of the solo assistant type things out there for games, and that you may have to make a decision yourself. All right, I deployed the French because I figured it would be kind of cheating, I would say, to just, I could have put them all, the box extends something like this. I could have just put them all down here in column, facing that way, ready to run away as fast as they could. I, I, I'm pretty sure that De La Borde did not move up here and then just have everybody in column with their asses facing towards where the enemy would come from. So I figure he would have had them deployed, more than likely not like I have them deployed, but maybe using these hills, okay? So I decided to put them out there in line, maybe as if they were expecting an attack, okay? Because I know that Junot was having troops move towards where he understood that the Brits had landed on the coast and were headed towards him. So I'm sure he was riding to meet them. And not all the French forces are here. It's only De La Borde's division that's on here. So that's how we're going to start. The Brits arrive on the first turn. Let's see, which I'm assuming is 9:40 a.m. No. Yes. So the first troops that are going to arrive are going to be down here along, probably off this road here. And you can't see them, but it's going to be the 6th Brigade under Fane is going to arrive. And then on the 10:20 turns, you're going to have Wellington arrive, and then you're going to have Hill arrive up there, okay? And then to follow that up, on 10:40 turn, you're going to have the Portuguese units, which are up there, arrive. And then you're going to have some more, the 5th Brigade under Crawford and some army assets arrive here along with the trains along this road right here. So the 2 trains that are in the game, they stay in road column for the entire game, whether they move off the road or not. If they move in open terrain off the road, they can only move 1 hex. And it consumes their whole movement value to move 1 hex. And like I say, just make sure you keep them behind your British forces in this game. So that's pretty much the objectives of this. I have to wait to see you in the solo assist in this game, you pick a battle plan. Well, it's pretty much limited, the battle plan for this scenario here. So, and I believe what it is the British units will initially move to a line of departure, which for the units coming in up here, it's like something like this to attack this flank. And I think for Fane's guys over here, something like this, and move to the attack. And then, of course, with Wellesley and these troops here, they'll move in and attack from here. So we're going to see how, this is going to be cool to see how the solo assistant works in here. Again, this is from First Victories, Wellington versus Napoleon. This is the Battle of Rolica. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get this started this evening and see how far I can push. I need to, it'd probably be slow as I get used to the solo assistant, but it's done with the cards, using whatever the state of the command that is active and how you assign orders and stuff like that. So, which I'm sure the Brits will all be in attack. Also, you have postures when you're using the solo assistant. It's you're in either the attacking posture or a defending posture. And in this game here, the French are in defending posture, and the Brits, the Allies, are in an attacking posture. All right, so let me get this thing underway, and then maybe after I get through the first turn or first couple turns, I'll bounce back and shoot a video to show you all how it's been going. All right, sexy. Talk to y'all soon.